Good morning, Friday Nation. This is another episode of Saturday Morning Coffee, which is going to actually air on a Sunday. I was sick yesterday, so I couldn't do it. Let's just jump right into the news. So last week I told you about the NVIDIA GPUs on the rise, and as you can see, they have jumped. Flagships up to what? The 5090s up to 5,000. You can get them as low as 37, depending on which one you choose. So if you want the base model 5090, you can still probably find one, especially if you live near a Micro Center, for about 37. But if you want that like this tough, or I don't know if that's which one that is, that's the Radius. So if you want that tough though, like that's those have went up like dramatically. To think the tough version's like 4,400. The Astra's 5,000 coming out the gate. So the same thing with the Gigabyte Aorus GPUs. They're $5,000. The flagship one is 52. So and you go down. This is the reason why I'm showing this again. If you go all the way down to the 5060, especially the 5060 Ti 16 gig, it is now $1,000. This buying up all the RAM crap, come on. Consumers still need to be considered. I know it's one huge business. I know it's about making money. But at the same time, you got to consider the people who help you become these mega corporations, and that's the gamers. But when you think NVIDIA were the only one doing wrong, you get these guys. You get AMD and the RX 9060. That has jumped up, I think, $50, $60, which is crazy. And it's going to be more than that. At my local Micro Center right now, the 5060 XT OC 16 gig is $600. $600. So it's literally this price right here between these two, which is $649 and $654. So yeah, it's up there. It's up there, man, and it's getting worse. And they claim that all of the RAM has been sold for 2027. So don't even consider things getting better. And there'll be no Super Series. Quit wishing for it. It's not going to happen. Because all the people who would want one, on the 50 series, it would just be out of reach. And what? They're going to come out with a 48 gig 5090 for $10,000? So about 6 or 7 people can own it? Yeah, okay. Anyway, that's enough about the bad news. There's no good news this week. So we're just going to leave it at that. If you're looking to get a GPU with a decent amount of VRAM, this is the guy. This is your guy right here. I would get one now before you paying $700 for it. But since I'm talking about AMD, 9070 XT, that is a Sapphire one, because I like Sapphire when it comes to AMD, but also the Gigabyte has a really pretty one too. So does Power Color, but this just happens to be my favorite. So you want to see graphics? There it is, folks. I mean, yes, these two are overpriced. They are. But you want to see graphics? Here it is. I mean, what is this one? This is the Inferno Ultra Heavy Striker. So I'm not going to use him though. I mean, this is a cool game. This is Mecha Break. It still has current players. It's still a really good game. I like it. I mean, you got all these mechs to choose from. and I believe there's more. I got to get a little deeper into it, but long story short, graphics. You want them, you got them. You want them, you got them. And the Adrenalin software makes the AMD experience so much better. Early on, they say, AMD had all these problems, and they probably did to inexperienced builders or inexperienced users. People like me who know exactly what they're doing, I didn't have all these problems that most AMD users, had in the past. I'm not saying that I had the most perfect experience, but I know how to undervolt my GPU. I knew how to use my GPU wisely, where everybody else, especially you, I'm not going to call you that, but especially you guys who sit back, don't exercise, and want to push the GPU to its very limits and get mad when it doesn't do what you want it to do. So, stop doing that. Stop. If you want the GPU to act the way you want it to act, and if it's not pushing out your frame rate, buy a faster, bigger, more expensive GPU. And then you'll get your results, hopefully, until you overclock that and burn up the GPU inside that as well. Anyway, so these are perfect. These are perfect, and not just for the casual gamers, because 9060s do 4K. I mean, 9070s do 4K, my bad, not 9060s, 97. They do 4K. This is a 2K setup right now, but they do 4K just fine. Again, this isn't my new slogan, but stop letting people tell you what to buy. Just cut that shit out. Do your own research. Buy what makes you get happy. Buy what you can afford. So I'm going to end it right here. And like I always say, I'm Sean Rain. Get in the end game. Get a PC.